Hello everyone, I'm Jen. In this video, we're going to learn how to use the simple past in English, the structure, and regular and irregular verbs. Let's start with the first one. The simple past is used for action that started and finished in the past. For example, Mary saw a rainbow on her way to work, or I cooked pancakes yesterday. We use the simple past when something happened at a specific time in the past or when it was habit. For example, I watched the movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in 2023. Or she went home an hour ago. Another use is when we talk about facts from the past or general statements. The Egyptians used papyrus to keep messages or important works. Another example, many soldiers lived in the trenches during years of war. We also use the simple past to talk about a sequence of events in the past. For example, Ladybug saved Paris and went back home. Now let's look at the structure. In affirmative sentences, the structure is subject, the simple past of the verb, and the complement. But this is where we find regular and irregular verbs. To form the simple past of irregular verbs, we follow a few rules. The first is most regular verbs just add ed termination. For example, work, worked, play, played, walk, walked. The second rule is when the verb ends in e, just add d. For example, change, changed, smile, smiled, or dance, danced. If the words end in y and before there is a consonant, change y to I and add ed. For example, try, tried, cry, cried. And finally, some verbs double the final consonant, occur, occurred, stop, stopped. The structure for negation and questions use the verb do as an auxiliary, and it must be in the past simple. And which form is that? Yes, did. To make a negative sentence, we need the subject, the auxiliary, not, the base form of the verb, and then the complement. For example, R5 didn't sing my favorite song at the concert last night. And to ask questions, we simply switch the order of the subject and the auxiliary. The sentence will be did R5 sing your favorite song at the concert last night? Okay. We can also ask question using negation. So didn't R5 sing your favorite song at the concert last night? And what about regular verbs? Well, as the name says, these verbs are irregular and don't follow a rule like regular verbs. There's a list of irregular verbs. The only way to turn irregular verbs into the past simple is by memorizing them. Yeah. Some examples in affirmative. I forgot my keys yesterday and I had to wait for my dad to get home from work. Or I went to get ice cream with my friends for her birthday. In metaphor, she didn't believe so many people would come to the party. The other, he didn't buy a new cell phone for this Christmas. In question, did you pay the whole bill? As you can see, it doesn't matter if we use irregular or regular verbs in negative sentence or questions. We must keep the verb in its base form, and the auxiliary did is used for all pronouns. Okay, so that's all for today's video. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll leave some videos in here, or here, and see you in the next one.